begin. Pow!
Hello YouTube, hello electric riders, Lexi here, and welcome.
Welcome back to NewZeroLand.
Yeah, so hey, today we want to do some nerd talk about electric motorcycling in general, and yeah, kind of topic people are interested because it's kind of mystery, you know. People think, yeah, some people are super convinced about electric, some other people are even more, yeah, it will never work, have this opinion, and yeah, thinking the total opposite. And I think with this nerd talk videos, we can do giving some advice or sharing our experience when it comes to electric motorcycling. So make people a little bit more comfortable when about range and anxiety, how you charge it, how is it convenient everyday use. Yeah, so we can share our experience. And this is the main topic, I think, today. We have awesome and very interesting topics to talk about because, yeah, whatever. So let's dive into it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. So what we should have start first?
So we were talking the other day about how little money you spend on charging your bike versus fueling up, a gas bike, and how it just doesn't make financial sense to have a gas bike anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. This is something people or many strangers came to me and asking the range and this and that, and later they come up with the question, yeah, how expensive it is. It is expensive and stuff, and yeah, it is expensive. But I always say, if you ride every day, you do a lot of miles, it pays out because you're saving gas, you're saving service and maintenance, all the kind of stuff. And compared to an internal combustion, which is very, very cost intense. So, but if you only ride at weekends, sometimes once or twice in a year, you can spend that money, but it doesn't make the same sense. Yeah. So, what's the difference between Zero motorcycles and Energica? Because the motorcycle is one part, and the charging station is another story. I always say the vehicles are ready, but I feel even more the charging network is not that sufficient in different other countries, which it should. Different charging opportunities would make EVs come more regular. So how is it about you? Your experience, the change from Zero to Energica?
I'm so jealous of your infrastructure that's free DC charging, which is just insane. Like, I think there's 2 free DC stations in all of New Zealand. The rest of them are all pretty expensive. Like, it costs about $10 to charge the bike.
Oh, damn,
so
yeah.
I think that's the main difference between Energica and Zero. Like, you pay for the time, I guess. Time is money, so you pay for the speed, which is worth it for me. Like, charging in, under half an hour is totally worth spending $10 if I can just get back on the road and continue my road.
Absolutely.
But with the Zero, when I had those fast chargers, the DigiNow chargers, I could charge for free. And so that was all the AC stations here are free, which is really cool. So it is. I don't like when you tell a gas biker that you're riding for free. They just don't believe it.
Yeah, they really don't get it. It's like the early Teslas. They are also charging for free. And yeah, absolutely. This is killer.
Even now, I think for people in the US, going electric, it doesn't really make sense to buy anything other than Tesla because their infrastructure is just insane. Like superchargers there.
Absolutely. Also here in Switzerland or Europe in general, the German car maker will try to build a charging network and stuff we're talking about. But if you compare at the end Ionity versus Tesla, come on, it's not convinced. It's more. Yeah, they charge you more for the same amount of energy, and you will pay the double price or even more. And this makes no sense. And I recognized a lot of brands or those companies who do the charging. This credit card service stuff. They're charging a lot of money on top because energy is the same price as in your household, and at the end they're charging on top some even more. It's kind of rip-off. And I'm really glad here in Switzerland we have Swiss Charge, and these companies has more the mindset we want to make it possible and for a good price. So they want to make profit, but also thinking for the people who want to go EV. They don't make just a business case and say, yeah, we want to make so much profit as possible. And so when you go somewhere, it's you compare it and say, okay, it's even more expensive to go electric than with gas. That makes no sense at all. And I hope these companies which charging so much money on top, they will vanish sooner or later, because this is a ripoff, and it's not the way electric should be, because energy is so cheap to produce. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm noticing already over here where, you know, a DHL van or like, you know, courier vans are going electric already.
Yeah.
And the little like transport, I work at a company that has like 15 different buildings, like all spread out. And so like transporting people, like running them between buildings. It used to be like a big diesel van, and now there's the Nissan ENV 200 vans.
Oh yeah,
and
I saw it.
And they installed charging ports at each building, so you can just plug in while you wait for people.
Yeah,
so that's like it's amazing.
This just it makes so much sense. Also, I saw this in Australia. The postal service have this not scooters and not motorcycles. It's just something between to bring the letters to the households, and some of them are produced here in Switzerland, called Keyboards. It's a company, they make electric vehicles, small electric vehicles for postal service. And I heard about a lot of them was delivered to Australia, because it makes so much sense. Just as a business, you calculating cost and maintenance for gas vehicles, and you think, what? Yeah, that makes no sense. And if you do the math as a company, you say, come on, let's go electric, no doubt. Let's make it. It's the same as you and me go cruising around. Yeah. You can calculate that.
Yeah, and like buses, electric buses, if you calculate how many miles they do per day or something, how many kilometers, it's not very much. They just kind of go around in circles at slow speeds. So
yeah. Hey, by the way, here in Zurich, there is the first electric bus, or 3 electric buses are. They're running since a couple of months, 1 or 2 months. It's amazing. Maybe I will do a video about, because it's so cool. Electric bus. It's fully electric. Yeah. It's so cool. And yeah, let's talk about the stickers you sent me. It's so cool, man.
Yeah, I woke up over here and I get this notification on my phone. Oh my God, stickers! So
yeah.
And man, I'm honored. Like, it just means so much. I can't believe that someone else, like someone else in the world would do this, and someone on the other side of the world would, you know, buy my stickers and cover their bike in them. It's just like, it means so much.
Yeah, thank you. I discovered a lot of people on Instagram, wherever they bought your T-shirts and merch, which is amazing. Yeah. And for me, it's the same. In 2017, when I thought, let's go electric, I was considering about Tesla or whatever. Then I stumbled over your channel, and I really saw the struggle you had. And I thought, let's check out charging network here in Switzerland. Is it possible or not? Is it? And I just watched the map and saw, hey, you have so many Type 2 charging stations over here. It's so easy here in Switzerland. So this decision at the end was pretty easy to go with the Zero motorcycles. And to be honest, you was the biggest influencer which convinced me to go electric, because I saw it's when you see it in YouTube, those people are literally laugh about internal combustions because they go almost for free. And you think, okay, if you change the vehicle, why not? So this is why I did that video, because it's say thank you for your efforts you put into it and make people convinced to go electric. This is so awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I mean, same to you, really. Like, you're the reason that I got this thing.
Yeah, that's so cool.
With the Zero, like the Zero is awesome, and it's a lot of fun to ride, and it's still, like, around town, it's so fast and just so nimble.
Yeah.
It's a joy to ride, but it's still, like, someone told me recently that a Zero is an electric bike, and this is a bike. It's just like, it's something that I can get into, rather than, it's so electric that, you see the battery right there. It's a big computer tower looking box.
Yeah.
No, this is a motorcycle. And so,
it's difficult. It's difficult to explain for people which they never rode a Zero or an Energica to explain the difference. But I would describe a Zero motorcycle even more as a learner bike, which is easy to handle, nimble, no clutch at all. Really, you can focus on the environment, and after 5 minutes, you got it how to ride with it. And the Energica is a little bit more brutal. When you crank the throttle above higher speeds, it kicks in so badly, and this is more for the experienced riders. Even also because of the weight. For me, I'm a natural born rider. I learned riding on motocross circuits, and for me it was absolutely natural to go down, having some bruises after riding, and I'm not scared to fall. But with the Energica, I'm scared because it's heavy and it's expensive, and this is when we can talk about downside, the heavy. If you compare to an R1 or something like comparable. It's heavy, but it's as you say, it's a real motorcycle. It feels like a motorcycle, and it feels so really. I'm so stoked when I jump back on the Energica. I think yes. When I did this Harley Livewire test ride, I can't borrow for 3 days the Harley Livewire, and then I get it back and jumped on the Energica again, and I thought, yes, this bike is so amazing. But I don't dislike the Harley, for example, but it's not the kind of motorcycle I prefer. It's just different, and I think people should keep open-minded, because it's not Energica against Zero. It's a different kind of motorcycle for different kind of people. Not everyone is so going fast, and like me, it's different riding habits for different motorcycles, or opposite. It's so simple.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Zero is perfect for my wife, because she just commutes into the city and back, a couple of days, and it's lightweight for her, and it's easy to park just anywhere. You don't have to really worry about it. Like, an Energica would be ridiculous for her, I think, because you don't want it parking in the city with a bunch of scooters just like banging into you and stuff.
Yeah.
So for that purpose, it's cool. But then, like, the whole reason I got this bike was that there's a way less limitations. You can fast charge, which means you can ride anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that. I mean, that's what I found out by watching your videos. Like, you were the only Energica moto vlogger at the time. Like, you still are the biggest Energica moto vlogger.
Yeah, I'm small, but the biggest.
Yeah. But dude, I have no idea how you put out so many videos, man. You're like multiple videos per week. It blows my mind.
Yeah, so it's I don't know how you cut your video, but it's like I have some presets for the intro, for the outro, and for example, when I put into these things when I use some music in my videos, which is licensed music, but I think it's nice to show people which track and which artist this music comes from, and this things I put into the Adobe Premiere or however you cut it. This is pre-done, and just have to drag and drop in some kind. Yeah, so it makes videos very faster. And with experience, I can record the videos step by step, record, stop, and just drag and drop, and the video makes sense instead of cutting all these thousands of stuff together.
Yeah.
And I just work part-time until February. Then I changed my job. Until then, I have a lot of time to make videos, and yeah, it's I like to make videos. It's my hobby, and yeah, so it's cool to make videos. Yeah.
Nice. Well, yeah. So
what was initially the thing? Why you start YouTubing? What was the reason, or?
So yeah, I just wanted to show that. Well, I was having such a good time on the Zero that I just wanted to show that, you know, people can have a good time on electrics, and that electrics exist, because, you know, it was like one of the first 3 or 4 Zeros in the country, and some people didn't even think they were, you know, they were real, or that could ride an electric bike, and that it could perform as well as gas bikes. And so I just wanted to make a video kind of proving that. So I did, one of my first videos was called "What's the Point?" Because my friend's mother actually, I was making a big deal of, you know, how cool the electric bike is, and she said, "Oh, well, what's the point of electric bikes? Why go electric?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Why go electric?" So I had to make a video about it. And then Zero Motorcycles shared it on their website, and so that just kind of like, you know, snowballed or whatever. Is that right? I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, it's just networking. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just kept going, and then,
and since then you keep going making videos. Yeah, it's so cool, man. Yeah,
because there's so many like aspects of electrics that, you know, there's the green part of it where, you know, you keep track of how much energy you're using, and then you wonder where that energy is coming from. So you want to do the right thing for that, and it just makes you more aware of what you're doing, instead of just going and filling up your tank with gas, but you don't know where the gas came from or how much energy was involved to get that gas to you. And then you know how it compares to other bikes, and every time you beat somebody off the line, and just you know, the instant torque is so addictive.
Yeah.
So
this is also a very important thing. Sorry for interrupting you, but it is a very important thing for me also. You talk about nobody knows where the gas came from, and you know, we know, or some people know, it's kind of dirty business. If you don't have a oil pump in your garden, you don't know where it comes from, which dirty business is behind. And that's the amazing thing about going electric. You can have solar panels, and if solar panels not are produced under bad conditions, let's go with water, or let's go with wind. You can make a choice, whatever you want. I don't say it's the perfect technology, like cobalt. The cobalt source is kind of topic. And Tesla react on that, want to make batteries without cobalt. So this technology is cool because you can change, you have flexibility, and you can decide what you want to do, not sticking to that and keep the dirt under your floor and don't think about. That's the cool thing. You always are arguing with people. They say, electric is not that fun. And you mentioned that in a video. These typical questions stranger came up with. But the battery is very bad. It's like that. Yeah, it's so stupid.
The bomb or something.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing. Like, you can, like, so many people say, but sure, where do you get your electricity? From a coal firing plant or something? But you can decide to make your own electricity with solar panels on your roof, or
exactly,
you can buy clean energy from a certain company that says, "Oh yeah, we do all renewables and we sell it to you." So
exactly,
you can choose.
For example, here in Switzerland, we can for electricity in household, we can just pay normal, and you can also say, I want to pay for green energy. So it's a mix, and this small, a few cents you pay on top goes back to make renewable energy, developing or build that infrastructure to build green energy. So this is just, you have a decision, you can make a decision, and it's all about if you say what, but I'm alone, I can do nothing, I'm a nobody. Yeah, but think about doing YouTube, convince other people, and then 1,000 people will change their mind.
Exactly.
This will have an impact if everyone just change it. It's so simple. Yeah, but people, they don't believe. What? Do you go for free? Nah, I don't believe.
It's just so cool. It's so different that you can make your own energy at home. You can charge at home. You can just plug in overnight. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to actually go out of your way to fill up at a station. It's just a different way of living, and it's actually I like it more. So
absolutely,
other people would like it more too.
Yeah. And it's so mind-blowing if you think solar rays go on your roof, your bike gets charged, and then in the morning you go out and crank the throttle, bam, and you feel the power. This is so amazing. It's simple but amazing.
Yeah, well, I think that's another reason why we're doing this, right? It's like it's the year 2020. It's cyberpunk year. It's insane. So we should have cyberpunk bikes.
Absolutely. We should. Yeah, it's the millennium has changed a couple of years ago, and now, hey, come on, what's up? It's 2020, as you said. Yeah, when we talk about cyberpunk, I pre-ordered the game. Really, I really love the game they do, but I saw a preview on that game, and I was really disappointed because the bikes and cars are not electric. They have gas. They have gas powered bikes. This is so. I wish they could make it electric. Why not? Why not having a bike with Energica sound in that game? Come on.
But some kind of I don't know, nuclear fission. Some kind of, I don't know, some different sounds. Like in alternate future, because gas isn't the future at all. Like in 2077, we're not going to have gas bikes. It's just doesn't make sense.
I think kids, when we tell them, back in the days we was going with gas, they will loud out laugh. They will say, come on, you're joking me. They will not believe it. They say, what? Think about how stupid that is. Come on, you make jokes. No, it's hard to explain, really hard.
The game looks awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah, absolutely. You're drinking a lot. Cheers.
Yeah, I know. It's not vodka, it's just water.
Yeah.
It's super early here. Did you want to talk about future bikes like Damon?
Oh, hell yeah. I think this is one of the most discussed topics, Damon motorcycles. Yeah. What do you think about Damon?
Oh, my thoughts. Oh man. Well, they're going all over the place, right? The idea of the bike, like the specs, the 200 is amazing.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's all possible, but not together. 200 horsepower bike, easy. Like we have a bike that's capable of 200 horsepower. 200 miles per hour. Just gearing, you could easily do that.
Yeah.
200 kilo bike, sure. The Zero's 188. It's like 200 kilos is possible, but all of these things, 200 mile range is really difficult, but it's possible with a big enough battery.
Yeah, but you need such a huge battery to go 200 miles with 200 kilometer per hour, or 200 miles per hour. You need such a huge battery. Not together, but alone definitely. Yeah.
They all don't work together, yeah. So, and I've been keeping track of their Facebook posts because they like they give away little hints of what the batteries are. So they're using a 21 kilowatt hour pack, but like it's the same as the new Energicas, but it's 70 kilos lighter. And they say that the range is 200 miles at highway speed, which doesn't make sense.
This is not possible. You can do the math. Nah. So
I told them, like, hey, it's impossible. And they replied, oh yeah, this is just proprietary, future tech. Don't worry about it. It's going to be available next year. So.
Yeah, blah, blah. Okay, that's a little bit... You have to keep realistic, I can do, usually I do 100 kilometers range with the Energica, and people say, what, only 100 kilometers? Yeah, but no one rides with that aggressive style like me, You can chill and have easy way 200 kilometers. And the bigger battery you can get up to 400 kilometers if you're cruising around. If you crank the throttle, it's not possible. And I think we should have wrong expectation about Damon motorcycles. Whatever they promise, it's marketing at the end.
Yeah.
But the worst thing is, I hope they make it possible. They don't fail, because Damon motorcycles, meanwhile, it's pretty well known. And if this company fails, everyone will point on that. Yeah, you see, electric won't work. It's all. Yeah. So I hope they will make it. Will show the bikes and make it happen that the bikes will be available. If the specs are true or not, we can talk about it, but whatever. I think the basic concept and idea how the position changes while riding, for me, I say this is nonsense. It's not necessary. But in the other way, it's a cool idea. It's a cool idea. But yeah, whatever. So I think if you came up with a new product, you should keep it real, keep it simple, as the first Tesla design was really close to internal combustion cars. They don't change a design far beyond future, so people can identify themselves with that new vehicle. So yeah, but the question is, would you buy it? Would you buy it?
Oh, I don't even like the styling of it, so yeah.
Okay.
For some reason, yeah, I just don't like it. But the specs are amazing, so if they can actually pull it off, that'd be cool. But I just feel it's the same kind of deal as Mission, where they make this really amazing prototype, and they get all these people to drop money on it and stuff, and then they just never deliver it. And they just disappear. Which is what happened to me. I dropped $1,000 on it, and then they just disappeared. So I'm afraid of
Mission R, yeah, was it?
On Mission, yeah.
Oh, sad. Yeah, this like Scully helmet. Also, it's kind of motorcycle topic. such a huge rip off, and I think when people are exciting and want to support this brand and justify their purchase with, I want to support this brand. But on the other hand, if you want to support someone like Energica or, I don't know, Zero Motorcycles, meanwhile, should also have, you can invest in stocks and buying stocks from this company. So you're giving liquidity to them, and depends how the company make it, you will have a profit or whatever. So you give liquidity, and that's the support they need. Yes. So also, actually, how that motorcycle called? I forgot the name. It was how did it call it? It was orange with that hollow wheel.
Oh, the Verge TS.
Yeah, Verge TS. I never heard about. Yeah.
Oh, they're still going. They released a video yesterday actually about COVID. But they're still going. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Man, it looks. I don't know about the body style, but the wheel is pretty cool. I like
definitely. So, no matter if you like the style or not, but it would be sad if this company also and other companies fail because, make a big announcement and not deliver everything. how often we saw some Tesla killers. There was no Tesla killer at all.
Yeah, Lucid Air is still kind of going. What was the other? Not Tesla, but Faraday Future, whatever that company was. It just like, oh yeah, we're building a whole factory, and nothing.
So keep it real, man. I mean, Lotus, they manufactured the first Teslas ever, and at their facility, and now they came up with a prototype, or I don't know if you can buy it, but this company makes it smart, gains the experience, and now step by step want to go into electric market some way, somehow. Yeah, why not do it this way instead of making big announcements and nothing comes after? Yeah,
totally. Big like exotic supercars like Ferrari and Lamborghini. They're all like, everybody's using, like, even Koenigsegg is using some kind of electric, like a motor to fill the gap between shifts and to launch them, and then the gas engine kicks in. But I feel like eventually it's just going to be, this gas engine is really, like, it's taking up a lot of space. Let's just put more electric motors and batteries there.
Yeah.
Like hybrids. I don't know. Hybrids don't make sense to me, because
absolutely
why?
Not.
Like, when you're running on fully electric, then you're carrying around a gas tank and an engine that aren't doing anything. It's like a waste of space and weight. So
just stupid, yeah.
Yeah.
Strangers comes to me sometimes and asking, Hey dude, is it electric? No. It is a hybrid, right? It is a hybrid. And I say, yeah, it's a hybrid, of course. But yeah, they can't get it if it's fully electric. Not everyone has space in his mind for that.
Yeah, I mean, especially like the Energica has a gas tank. Like, it looks like a gas tank, but it's just for your needs. Just like, we're so used to these shapes that it's hard to break away, because if you build something like the Curtis, which just looks like a RoboCop thing. It doesn't look like a normal motorcycle, so people don't think it's a bike, so they don't want it. I don't know. But then people are on the other side. Why does it have to look like a gas bike? Well, because people won't buy it. So
absolutely.
It's just a weird mentality. I don't know. It's going to take a while before we get futuristic looking stuff.
Yeah. But for example, some electric vehicles, like the EQC of Mercedes, it's boring. It looks like a gas car, and instead of it doesn't look futuristic. I would never buy a car which not looks futuristic when it's electric. When it looks the same as the old tech, I would say, come on. Nah. Yeah.
The i3, i8, those at least looked really futuristic.
Yeah. But the i8 failed totally. It was kind of Tesla killer, and bam, a year after it was vanished. But the design was awesome. Yeah. Definitely.
I feel like Tesla's doing. They managed to get something like, it looks futuristic but not too wild. It's really, it's nice.
It's hard to convince on the whole range. This is. I very often say Zero motorcycles is not good as Energica, whatever, and it's the arguing going on. But if you think about Zero motorcycles, does not wrong, because they try to build a motorcycle which suits for the most people. And this is very hard to do, because you have to know what people want. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they're both really different bikes, especially mine, because the SR is really old, and it's like, it has so much torque for how light it is, that this is a good introduction to electric vehicles, because people get on this and they're really surprised that it's as fast as it is, because it doesn't look fast.
Absolutely.
But you get on this, it's a super bike, so people know it's fast, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, it just sounds different, and you don't have to shift and stuff. But they're just different bikes.
It's like learning how to ride a motorcycle on a Hayabusa. It's also wrong. It's such stupid.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's you can compare it.
Yeah, I found out the wheelbase is the same as a Hayabusa. It's just as long.
It's very long. Yeah. But if you're going fast with Energica, you feel how stable this bike gets. It is because of the wheelbase, because of the angle of the fork, and I think when we talk about demon motorcycles, we say it's not possible to build a motorcycle which fulfills all the specs together at once. It's kind of Energica made it very good, in my opinion. The balance of power and handling and everything, it's a good compromise between every aspect. People always want to have more range, more torque, more whatever. So I say, come on, 200 Newton meter torque, is that not enough? Nah, for me not. But in general, it's way too much. It's way too much.
Oh, it's twice the torque of an R1, right? So
yeah. Sometimes I do some burnouts, short burnouts, to show people what's going on, because they are come over and say, yeah, but can you show me something? And I do some burnouts, and they so fucking surprised. They never expect. Bam! It kicks in. The wheel goes crazy, without any sound. Then they realize, whoa, this is serious, man. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I just uploaded a video today, the drag racing video. So you have to check this out after this.
I must check it out. Yeah. What kind of drag race?
It was just we went to there's a public road that was closed out in the countryside around this lake, and so it's a really straight part of it. Yeah. And it's easier to show what the bike can do rather than what the rider can do on a track, because I really suck at riding. So better to just take the bike there and just pin it, and so people hear it, getting crazy loud and just flying by, and it just blew everybody's minds, because it's, as I say in the video, it's the first Energica that anyone here has seen. Yeah. Because there's only 2 of them in the country. And the Zero was also there, so it was there's 2 electric bikes at this event, and it's they've never had 2 electric bikes there before. So it's just a good introduction to just do a launch in front of 100 people and get the reactions.
Yeah, that's amazing. I must watch that video. I was so curious right now. Yeah. So 1 or 2 days ago, I was riding back home, and then at the intersection, I had red light. Some guy came over with electric bike, so not a motorbike, just a push bike, and they can go on. And as he recognized it, turned to green, and the same moment he passed me, and I accelerated, and he was looking over, and whoa! And at the next intersection, he was so stoked and gave me a wink and something, because he was, you saw he how impressive, and yeah, he liked that very much, because he was kind of green guy, but they saw how this bike performs right on the intersection. He passed me, and I accelerated and keep the same speed and go on. And he was pretty stoked. Yeah. And
it's like a special experience too, because they're still so new. There's so few of these bikes around that you're you're doing something new, and so I think that's a nice appeal to get into this, because it's different. It's not the same old gas bike that people have been riding for forever.
If you want to have something special, a unicorn or whatever, this is absolutely the right decision. Yeah.
Totally.
How's it how it is in New Zealand? Here we have many people came up with these scooters, small electric scooters. You can ride 20 or 25 km per hour. Do you see that recognized in New Zealand also, or is it different?
Slowly, yeah. There's those new scooters, the NIU. those are kind of taken off because there's a little dealership in the city that sells those, and uh, there's Surons here,
Cool.
and Evoke. Evoke is like the
Yeah.
really cheap Chinese, but
Yeah,
but
but has good
Surons,
specs. Had very good specs, the Evoke. Yeah.
yeah, they seem
So,
okay. But those aren't. I don't know. They don't even compare to Zero. And then you have the Energica, which is like, so
yeah, yeah.
if that's your first introduction to electrics, it's not very good, I think.
I don't know. I think for not everyone is ready or convinced to spend that much money for a new vehicle, and it's better having those brands which try the best, build the best cheap motorcycle, electric motorcycle, instead of focus only expand. You know, it's a premium product only for premium people. That's also the wrong way. I think these companies, we need those companies to make it possible. And
Yeah, that's a good point.
someone bought an Evoque and wanna, if not COVID comes up, that was the issue. He could ride it since the spring, but because of COVID, it delayed so much, and probably he will have his bike next year. But I think, yeah, these bikes are not the same breed like Energica, but better. They jump on this, and afterwards,
Yeah,
if they want to have more power, they can go Energica or Damon or whatever comes up.
yeah,
I think it's important, those entry vehicles for the big doubters, like Suron. Suron is super. It's an amazing small motorcycle, and it's also very cheap, and people jump
yeah, oh,
on it,
yeah,
and they are convinced that is for a second.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, the smiles per mile or whatever it is, bang for buck is amazing with Suron. And I really I want to try one. I still haven't ridden one.
Never. Okay. You will have a blast. Believe it. It's it's such a badass fun motorcycle. You can really do some hooligan action, wheelies, stoppies, jumping, whatever you want, or just commuting. It's all possible.
Yeah,
This,
true.
someone on the Energica group would post something. They modified a Suron pretty badly. Different controller, different battery, different whatever. So they make a real bad beast out of it.
Nice.
So it's cool to see those modifications. Yeah. You talked also about the sound of people when they recognized first time. Did you saw Brandon's video? He took off the chain and revved the motor.
Oh yeah, Brandon's, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
just
Yeah,
to show how it sounds. That was people
the
always.
reduction.
Yeah, people think the sound is the result of the chain, but it is of the reduction gear. That was also funny. For you and me,
Yeah,
these
sorry.
things are so normal, but people, they don't have a clue. That's the thing. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah. So next topic.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Did you told me you watched Long Way Up, right?
Oh man, yeah. We've been shooting reaction videos of that, and so at the end, I'm gonna like cut those all together, because man, it's embarrassing. Well, at least the first 3 episodes. Like no spoilers really, but the first 3 episodes was really frustrating and hard to watch because they had no planning at all and no preparation.
Yeah.
But after that, I kind of got more into like a travel video and more what we liked about the old series. So it was fun to watch, but it's just, man, just huge mistakes that electric riders wouldn't make now because we know to plan charging stops and We know where we're gonna stay tonight. It's like, they go to these like abandoned hotels and ask if they can plug in when the place isn't even open, and it's just dumb. Yeah.
Yeah. In some kind, it's funny to do, but on the other hand, it's kind bashing electric vehicles, which is not okay in my view. But
yeah, like I get that there's a sense of adventure where you just go off and you do something, but with electrics, it is kind of different because you need a place to charge, and the bikes weren't ready. They didn't even have AC chargers on the bikes. So
oh man,
just totally unprepared.
I saw some test ride video from another YouTube channel. They tested Zero motorcycles and a Harley Livewire. They just cruising around, and I was getting so angry because they make a video pretty well done, editing and everything. It's pretty good, but then they was so dumb. They go into a charging station, try to plug it in, but using the wrong plug. Go with AC instead of DC on the Livewire, and then they complaining about it takes so long. This is but they didn't explain it in the video. Afterwards, in the comments, they replied and say, yeah, we talked to the dealership and they told us how to do, but it doesn't work and so on. Okay. But you have to tell this in the video, or it's like I thought about how to do a test ride with the Panigale V4. And then I asking some shops, hey, can I go for a thing? I do YouTube videos and stuff. Want to go test ride with the Panigale? No one gave me a Panigale V4 for a test ride. You know why?
What?
Hey, if I do a test ride on those motorcycles, I run it until the tank is empty, and then I'm complaining about, hey, they promised it can go 1,000 kilometers, and now it's empty. I stuck it here in nowhere. Go, what's going on? And then on top, just leave it on. Don't turn electricity off until the battery is dead, and then complaining around, fill the gas up, but then complaining about why it doesn't start. Why this bike is so bad. It's so bad. You see. You can also put internal combustion engines or motorcycles in a such bad manner. It's that's the topic. You can see it for different angles.
Yeah. Dude, that's a really good idea. Relationship with an electric bike, and you're like, hey, what's this new? What's your latest best? The best gas bike you have. Let me test ride that, and then just what's this clutch? Why can't I just roll on the throttle? It's like lurching.
Oh yeah, and then riding around in the first gear, always. Then came back and say, "Come on, it's very loud." It's yeah, that would be so funny. That was so funny, but
because if you think about it, telling your kid or something, or even your grandkid about a gas bike, like, oh yeah, back then, you had to adjust the valves and change the oil every, couple thousand Ks. It just doesn't make sense. Why would you?
But Daddy, why? And then you have to explain why. Yeah. It's
why are there so many parts?
It's so hard to believe when we talk about electric vehicles or electric motorcycles, and if I don't know anything else, next generation kids, they know electric vehicles. When they have to convince them to go with a gas and powered whatever, they won't. They think, what the heck? But people stick to traditions and don't want to let it go because what else? Yeah. But I think this is one of our missions, to show people how to charge, how to get around this, share our experience, because I saw those videos you did a couple of years ago with the Zero motorcycle. You go to the camping, plug it in. It was pretty difficult, and This is what I say
Oh, yeah.
always to zero motorcycle riders. They think in some way I hate them because I ride Energica. Energica is the best motorcycle at all, man. Yeah, I'm the coolest guy, you know. But I don't think like that. It's like, if we want to convince people to go electric, you know, we have to show how it is the real world experience. This is why I start some couple weeks doing daily motovlog. Show how it is to get around the real world experience, not fake, not nonsense, real world experience. And many zero motorcycle enthusiasts want to support electric vehicles, but while they're doing the opposite, but they don't know because they're going around with this bags on the motorcycle or a backpack and stuff, and instead they're having clothes or anything else in that. They carry around cables, and then you see them on charging stations grabbing out those cables and self-made AC/DC converter and self-invent stuff, and then they plug it in different cables and wiring all around. Convince other people to go electric like this. This is not the way, you know. And this is even more Harley Davidson or Energica does. Clean, simple DC fast charging, you know, make it possible for anyone. I don't want to say those people who have that much enthusiasm to do so, that's wrong. But yeah, it's great that they tried, but it's not the way to convince other people that it's. I think it's the wrong way.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
And,
yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
they think.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say that's why I kind of stopped making videos, like doing road trips on the Zero, because, you know, if you go to YouTube and look up electric motorcycle, you don't want to see a 5-year-old bike. You want to see the latest and greatest. You know, like what's possible in 2020. Well, charging in under half an hour. Like you don't want to charge. This charges in 9 hours. So, and even the new Zero is charged in 1 hour. So, you know, is 1 hour fast enough? I don't think so.
I think it depends on your riding habits. It depends.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for some people, yes, but for gas bikers who, you know, fuel up in 5 minutes, it's not okay to wait an hour. Even though you don't really wait, well, it's like it's a different mindset, but still, it is hard to convince them.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, right now, what we have is amazing.
Absolutely,
Like
absolutely. So,
you know, stop for 15 minutes is perfect.
When I go touring around Switzerland, I do 500, 600, 700 kilometers, no big deal. Taking 2 or 3 stops, 3 to 4 stops to be honest. But when I do so, I just stop by, plug it in, then go somewhere, buying something to drink, buy something to eat after a few hours of riding, and it's so stressful to eat and until it's finished. The bike is finished before I'm finished. And to be honest, very often I charge slower. You can adjust this on the Energica, charge it slower, because I knew why putting some stress on the battery when you don't need that fast charger, because I take a break even longer. And the bike, I think 20 minutes to a half hour is that's the area where it's comfortable for everyone.
Yeah.
Faster is nice, but not necessary in my view or based on my experience. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, here's a question for you. Which would you rather have? A battery that goes like 500 Ks on a charge, or a battery that fast charges in 5 minutes, but can only go like 100 Ks?
For racetrack, it's different. But
true.
Yeah, but for public roads, the 500 kilometer range, how fast does it charge?
Oh yeah, overnight or something. Some crazy long. Yeah.
Then I have to this is what I talked about. The Energica is very well balanced, fast charging, riding and stuff, battery size. I would check out what's my daily commute, how far or wherever and stuff, and then I would say that is 100 kilometers sufficient for me, and if I need 200 kilometers, I can fast charge in 5 minutes, so it's also okay. Or is there any benefit to go with the 500 kilometer range bike? Depend on my daily needs, But this is also, I say, the bike or the Tesla, for a Tesla, you pay less with a smaller battery instead of the P100 super fast and super big battery. So if you compare your needs, you can say, okay, 200 to 300 kilometer range is also sufficient. So I choose the cheaper one. It makes so much sense. And I think it's the same on the electric motorcycle. If you can make your choice. On the Energica, many people are ordering only the newer, bigger battery because they have range anxiety. For my needs in Switzerland, for the same price, of course, I would take the bigger battery, but you save $6,000 to $7,000 if you take the smaller battery. So if you have a good charging infrastructure, why not go with the cheaper bike? Yeah. If you live in the US, you have 100 miles between Electrify America charging stations, so it makes sense to take the bigger battery. So it depends on your environment which bike you would choose. But it's a good question with those 500 kilometer range motorcycle instead of 100 but fast charge motorcycle. Yeah, it depends absolutely on your needs. Yeah.
I like that the range isn't very much on this because it forces you to take breaks, especially because I don't know about you, man, but the seat is not very comfortable, or my butt is very sensitive. So I just need to break it off and stretch and stuff, and just relax for 50 every 100 Ks or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I back in the days I did a lot of triathlon and cycling. Also, I did 10 years downhill mountain bike cycling. I was riding official cups, and then later I start road cycling and stuff, just making sports. And if you're riding road cycle for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, you know what pain your body can feel, and you find out every millimeter difference, higher, lower, that small adjustments can make a huge difference. And people often argue about a sports motorcycle where you have a sporty position and it's my ankle and my neck and everything. You have to adjust little things to make it possible. It's kind of science for itself. Yeah. So for me, it was easy way to adapt this knowledge. And if you're in shape, if you're good trained, should be not a big problem. So when I ride for hours, I feel my neck is the tension on my neck. So I do some stretching and stuff afterwards, of course. But it's the same as when I do road cycling with the cycle. Yeah. But yeah, for many people that puts into account. They say, sports motorcycle is not that for me.
Yeah.
And I say, hey, I need a sports motorcycle. I don't feel comfortable on with a straight position. I don't feel it. It's for me, it's horrible having a straight position. I say, I have to have a sports bike. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I really like the riding position of this. Like on the highways, just kind of tucking. It feels comfortable.
Yeah.
But I realize that a lot of the roads that I ride on here are just not.
They're bumpy.
I should bike for these. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever try to play around with preload and compression?
Not yet. Because I took it to the racetrack and it all just felt perfect. Like all the handling problems that I had and the weight problems, just everything went away, and it was just it just felt amazing. So
yeah.
Yeah, I need to take it back to the track and stop riding on these bumpy roads.
Yeah. Of course, the first time I was going with the Energica on the racetrack, it feels so natural. It feels so good.
Yeah.
I think you wrote that in a Instagram comment or something.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, the bike is in his natural environment where he belongs to. And this is also, I can also tell, this is my experience. Public roads are okay, but on racetrack you feel this is it. This is the bikes. It feels well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The whole geometry they build, it's really made for that. And you feel that also you feel that passion they put into these motorcycles. It's not hammering those parts together and sell it. No, you feel that passion behind that. Yeah, they really go into the details. I miss that in a lot other motorcycle brands. Yeah,
Yeah, so
absolutely.
you're going into winter though, huh?
Wind tunnel?
Oh, you're going into winter over there. So are you doing any track days, or is it too cold?
It's too cold. It's too cold. Maybe I will do next summer. But to be honest, I don't feel so comfortable with the Energica Eco Sports because it's an expensive motorcycle. I would like to do wheelies and all the kind of stuff. It's not. I couldn't. I can do it, but I don't do it because it's so expensive, this motorcycle. And also going on racetrack is kind. I would like to go faster, but what if I crash? It's such a. So I really also on track I really ride conservative, but conservative is for many others pretty fast. But I keep it in my limits where I say okay, it's I don't force it to anywhere. So maybe I need a second Energica or something else to do more hooligan action, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, something to ride over winter and
Yeah.
ride up and down the stairs like you were talking about.
Yeah, of course. So I was watching or considered buy an off-road electric motorcycle for winter season because you can do you can really bash those motorcycle to the ground wherever they like that. It doesn't. The Energica falls down and you have
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a different topic. And other off-road motorcycles, even it's electric, it doesn't matter. Okay, handlebar is kinked. Yeah, come, bend it back. No big deal. Yeah.
Oh, even the Zero just crashes really well. Like we've dropped it a few times actually, and pick it up. It's fine. Yeah.
Hey, that's good to know. Yeah, I never crashed the Zero, but I absolutely believe because. Yeah.
I mean, it helps that it doesn't have all these really expensive fairings on it.
Absolutely,
Yeah, I'm kind of worried. Huh?
Oh, it's the Energica. It's all carbon fiber. That makes it a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, the fairings are like in general, the fairings held up really well. They're just scratched, really. There's only like one broken tab, but aside from that, it works. So I'm just gonna cover it with stickers. Actually, I was so inspired by your wrap, man, that I bought some wrap.
You bought it already.
I bought it. Yeah, I got it. I got the wrap,
great.
and I got some paint pens. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah, we'll see how it turns out, but I'll just try and just do it myself. Yeah.
Cool. I was so stoked to see it.
Like we need more customized Energicas out there.
Yeah,
so it's this year's just like so different that I really need to start modifying mine too. Great.
I'm so curious to see that.
Yeah. Well, and somebody mentioned like, oh, so are you gonna do a Lex Summer or Lex Summer sticker like all over mine? So I need one of your stickers, a Lex Summer sponsorship on my bike.
Okay. I will make that happen. Send you some stickers. Cool. Yeah. You sent me a bunch of stickers. I mean, that's okay. That's a good deal for me. Yeah. when I did that sticker bump on my motorcycle, I came up with the idea, why not, all this advertise, Enel, DHL, Allianz and stuff. So also Moto E sticker. I like Moto E. I want to support that because I like that. But to be honest, the other companies, they never paid me any cent or give me any support. And I think, hey, why not doing a wrap with all the names of my subscribers until I hit 1,000 and patching all this 1,000 names on a wrap and cover it my motorcycle with, because the subscribers are my real supporters, I think. Meanwhile, I came up with the idea. I thought, wow, how amazing is that, So hey, I will definitely send you some stickers to cover your bike with. That's an amazing idea.
I don't need 1,000 of them, but just
just a few, yeah.
Couple, yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, nice. But I start to sell some merch probably soon, but it will be totally different. You saw those images I posted recently on Instagram, the new ones. So
artwork.
Yeah, this artwork images with the neon lights and stuff, because I wanna show people that electric motorcycling is not boring and not nerdy stuff. I want to show people it is how fresh and cool it is to go electric. Yeah, fast bikes, hot chicks, high tension. That's the way I wanna show to the people. It's amazing to go electric, and I did those images, and I find someone who can do this on a print, really amazing high quality print. When I saw this first time, I sent you video. I was mind blown by that, because it looks so futuristic, so cool. And I thought, hey, I want to sell those images. I will come up with that very soon. As soon as possible, I build all this stuff, and we'll sell those images. Yeah,
nice. Yeah. In my garage, I want to hang it on the wall.
Of course, you need that. That's necessary.
Definitely. Man, sorry, the sun's on my face. It's probably screwing up the video.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah. And yeah. Hey, my topics are done. Do you have any ideas what we can talk about? What people are interested in? What's your frequent asked questions on your channel? So,
it's mostly mostly about the range and fast charging speed, how they compare to gas bikes. I don't know. A lot of people talking about the sounds. Yeah, I have some road trips planned in the near future. Actually, in 2 weeks, I want to see if I can ride from Wellington to Auckland, which is kind of, I don't know, it's 640 Ks, which is 400. So I want to see if I can do that in a day.
Easy way.
It should be easy, but it's going to take. I think it's going to take all day, so we'll see.
Do you have highways or just public roads or twisty roads?
It's kind of like, it's a highway that every probably 20 minutes you go into a small town, and so you have to slow down to 50 Ks. So you slow down to 50, and then you go back to 100, 110, and then down to 50. So it just takes forever.
Okay, yeah. 600 K is not a big deal for the Energica. It's even more about time and stuff. And when your butt hurts, you have to have it stop and charge it. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Well, you were talking about doing a big 1,000 kilometer ride, right? In a day.
Yeah. I want to do it that summer with a Zero motorcycle and a Harley Livefire all together, but it totally failed. It totally failed because, the people I talk with them, they want to do, but then it never happens. And some of them, a girl, she was really pretty good rider, had an accident, and because of that, and it doesn't suit. So I came up with the idea. Let's do it by myself and make some announcement. Everyone can join it. And then now it's getting pretty cold. Nobody rides, and I thought, okay, not this year. But next year I will do, maybe in 2 or 3 days. I could do it one day, but it's not fun. And if you want to take some footage and make a video about, doesn't work proper. So I think I will do it in a couple of days. And maybe also on a different motorcycle, which with Energica, with its charging infrastructure, it's an easy game. I want to do with some small vehicles when you can only charge it with a wall plug. I will do the same circuit in Switzerland. That will be a challenge. That's some of my ideas. Yeah.
Nice. Well, yeah, you could even do it like Top Gear, where they race either a car versus a train or something like that. Who's going to get to the next place first? It's like 500 km away or something.
Yeah.
Everybody are in the same place, but they all charge differently. So you would have to stop at different places to see which one gets there first. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. I have some idea that could be possible. Here in Switzerland we have a lot of trains, and trains are driven by electric. And yeah, it's in Switzerland we have the most dense train network, and I came up with the idea to just do a train motovlog, because for me it's normal to go electric with the train. Everyone do it here in Switzerland, but in the US or other countries they don't have it, or only go by gas. And for me it's for Swiss people this is so common. It's everyone go by train very often. So I can compare both ways.
Awesome, yeah.
With Energica or with train, both electric. Yeah. By the way, hopefully I can do a dual motovlog with some girl. She works at this company, SBB, called here in Switzerland. They have the network, employees and all the stuff. She works at as a train, how you call it in English? He drive a train.
Oh yeah, conductor or something.
Yeah, I talked to her and she said, yeah, I ride electric too. I have a 5,000 out of 50,000 or 5,000 horsepower. What's about you? And the answer. I only have 200. That was funny, man.
Want a race?
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be cool though, because you could also compare, what's the easiest and cheapest and fastest way to get across Switzerland? Is it train or motorcycle?
You have amazing ideas, man.
Because train might be more expensive, or might be cheaper.
Absolutely. That will show how cheap how cheap electric motorcycles are. They're so cheap, but that's a good point. Absolutely good point.
Cool.
There's no cheaper option than to go with an electric motorcycle. Really, no cheaper option. Okay, road cycling by yourself. Okay, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, because my trip from Wellington to Auckland, you can usually people just fly, because you can buy a ticket for $50 or something. It's so cheap.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so it's actually cheaper than riding a gas bike or electric bike.
Okay.
And it would be faster. It would only take like an hour instead of taking 12 hours.
But if you pay $2 or $3 for a full charge on Energica, or can choose between those price and going for free sometimes, I think
true.
It gets more competition because of the price. But with those price you told me, you pay $10, it's a rip-off. I hope this in the future will change. I saw it here in Switzerland. When I started with the Zero motorcycle, it was totally different. And now, the last 2 years, network growing so fast, price structure gets really more pro for the electric vehicles, and not turn into a rip-off. It changes pretty fast, year to year. Yeah, you see popping out these charging stations I show in the motovlog, which have the solar panels on the roof. They are amazing. Last year, last year there was nothing. It goes so fast, and I think it will happen at the same thing at your place.
Yeah, well, I'm so jealous seeing your videos because you have so many stations together. There's 10 stations. And here there's one station. And you can almost, like, if you get there and there's a Leaf charging or a Tesla already, then you just have to wait.
Yeah. Here it starts to getting a little bit ridiculous because you have any 10 or 20 kilometers a fast charger at the highway. Nobody need that. Nobody need that because there are different companies like Move, like Ionity, like EVTech, and they have their independent stations, but you have so a tight network. Then I pass so many stations to get to the next free charger. That's how it is here in Switzerland. It's so ridiculous. Yeah. But I promise you, this will change very fast. Also for the viewers, they think, no, here in India, or no, here in France, or here in US, nah. Believe it or not, in the next 1-2 years, it will change dramatically.
Yeah. I was talking to somebody who said that there's certain states in the US that have no fast chargers at all, like a whole state. It just doesn't make sense.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, in that case, Energica wouldn't really work, and you'd have to go with the zero and just slow charge in certain places.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, next year it's going to be amazing. The year after that, even better. So.
But this is
the bikes. It's just the infrastructure is not ready.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I always told. This is your question about the 100 or 500 kilometer range motorcyclists. The bikes or the vehicles are ready, but the charging network not. This must happen. This must expand. And as soon the charge network is here, everyone is convinced. Everyone say, I go electric, of course. If you buy a new car or whatever, and then you think about, it just makes so much sense. No doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's only a matter of time before these are better than gas bikes. I mean, they already accelerate better than anything, but like range-wise, cost-wise, they're already better. So
but better in which way? Okay, range is a topic, but if you're looking on greenhouse gases and economy and every other aspect, torque or total cost of ownership and all the kind of topics, it's better. But okay, range is not that same. Okay, but can we have some compromise between somewhere and stop arguing all the time,
Yes.
I think
that's another reason why we're making videos, right? To like try and get more people to buy them so that these companies have, you're supporting the companies more. Like you said, if you buy stock in them, then they have more money to develop better things. And then we have vehicles that everybody wants with more range.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't matter. But it's important now.
Some companies, the German car manufacturer and others, they wait till years on this next gen battery, and they heading straight into a wall because this battery will not happen. We have the current technology, which is absolutely sufficient, and they're missing their opportunity to jump on electric. And even more, they wait. Even it's from, in my opinion, it's already too late. If you decide today we want to do electric vehicles, it's too late because other companies have such a huge gap. And I think it's wrong. It's wrong to wait on the next battery generation because the vehicles are now they are good. They are. Yeah, people always ask for more, but it makes no sense.
Well, your video about BMW, like, they're just going to get left behind if they don't jump on this right now.
Yeah. This is interesting because this BMW video, I had the most dislikes on it because if you're attacking some holy brands, just criticize them. Yeah, I just criticize them, and people should be honest. Yeah.
It's frustrating because they want to wait until there's the best one, and it's the same as everybody else shopping for bikes. They don't want a Zero that can go 50 Ks. They want a Zero that can go 200 Ks or something. So they're just going to wait a few years instead of buying one. BMW can make one right now and then use that to just learn from the process of making it, and then they'll get better, and then just
but
frustrates me is Honda has those Mugen race bikes, and they've been winning Isle of Man for like 5 years straight or something, even more. Why can't we buy those?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I think for those brands are really difficult. Honda makes the CBR 1000, which is an amazing motorcycle, and now they have customers like Harley did, but in the performance area it's totally different. Instead of cruiser, it's another topic. But in the performance, I think convincing a CBR owner to try this electric bike, I think they really, as the Chinese ones or Japanese, they really stick to the details and want to make it perfect. Until it's not perfect, they don't do it. But as you say, I really would like to, guys, show us those motorcycles. We want to see it, absolutely.
I have a lot of respect for Harley now because the bike isn't perfect. It's really expensive. It doesn't charge nearly as fast as it should. It's got some problems and stuff, but the build quality is great, and
absolutely.
They tried. They made one, and so the next one's going to be better.
Yeah, but you say it's better to try now, and they make it very good with a few issues, but that's okay. I think nothing is perfect, and it's better to try now instead wait until time is ready. Time is never is ready. If you buy an internal combustion right now, you know what you get for your money. You know how much torque, how much power and stuff. And in 5 or 10 years, maybe there are minor changes. But if you're now an electric, right now, next 1, 2, 3 years, this is absolutely outdated, to be honest. The Energica we have, you see it, new battery. In a few years, more power, under 200 kilos. Our bikes are outdated. This is not bad, but this technology develops so fast, even faster we can think. This is amazing, but this is the direction we want to go.
Sorry, my SD card failed for everybody watching, or it didn't fail. It just filled up because we talked for so long.
Yeah, of course.
Conversation.
I hope the real fans on my channel is like some people are they're really the hardcore fans. They watch every video. They almost give me a comment on every video. It is a couple months ago I didn't felt recognized by anybody, but when I start this daily motor vlog, building more content, I felt they're really here. They're real. They're people. They enjoy and like my content, and this is the goal I wanna achieve. It's not kind. I wanna be the coolest guy. It's more the value I wanna give to other people. But I told you on why my reason or my purpose to do these motor vlogs. I have different goals I wanna achieve, and the reason behind I do it is. And I will unveil or make a video about 1,000 subscribers when I hit that number, and tell my story, what the story so far, why I do in motor vlogs, electric motor vlogs, and my motivation behind. Yeah.
Nice, dude. Yeah, I know it's a lot of work, and it's a crazy amount of work to upload a video every single day. But I was having so much fun watching that. Because every day something crazy happens. There's a hedgehog, or your charging stops working, or you're on a different bike. It's it was so cool.
It was so funny. Wait.
Yeah, I really wish that you could just do that all the time. Just, hopefully with this, your, buy me a coffee kind of thing. It's kind of like Patreon or something. If people can support you, then maybe you can do this. Like, it'd be awesome to do that full time. Just Lex every day.
That's don't spoil here anything. I will release that. I will release that soon because I want to give people an opportunity. Those who want to support my channel in any way, in a friendly way. Even you can give a subscribe and have your name on my motorcycle, or buy me a coffee or buy me some irons. I think for me. When I watch YouTube videos and people always say at the end, please subscribe and thank you for sharing. You are the reason I exist and stuff. I think come on, blah blah. But how it is. The people which respond on our videos. That's so amazing to share this whole thing. I guess the viewers didn't know how important they are for us. It's more than.
Well, like we are proof that you'll watch a video and buy a motorcycle because you watch somebody else. It's
that's so weird.
I wouldn't have.
You're at the opposite. I mean, Switzerland is here, and New Zealand is literally on the total opposite of this planet. And that impact you made. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's the cool thing.
Well, these bikes connect us too. Like.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't have met you up, so
connection
really
with
cool. I like it.
Connection without a wire. So yeah.
So cool.
Absolutely. I mean, this daily motovlog was very cool experience. I did it for almost three weeks, and accidentally. I had this charging problem again when the fuse was broken. You saw those videos. I had the red bike which I pranked people with your intro. That was so funny. But this was not planned. This was absolutely real world experience. No fake here. Just how it is. And you saw it. Energica did so well on the repairs. They were so dedicated, and it's not because I'm a YouTuber and bad news, they have to run. This is what every customer experience, and that's what I say, hey, come on, this is amazing. I never ever, I had a Suzuki, I had a Yamaha off-road bikes, and then different others I tried, and I never experienced that kind of support in any way. Even here in Switzerland, the dealer e-performance, and also the Energica Filippo and Campiero, and so they are so dedicated. You feel that passion. You feel that if it's not well, they can't sleep. That it's that's
it really feels like they want to make us happy, and
absolutely,
that's why we support these and promote them, and it's such a great company.
Absolutely. It's not calling for money for the advertise. It's even more. In some way, they share the same passion for bikes like us. Okay, we ride it even more, and they build it. Totally.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
So, next video, I think we will answer a lot questions, frequent asked questions. I guess that's the people want to know. This time was even more let's talk about be spontaneous. And that was. I felt I talk way more than you. That's a little bit. I don't know.
I suck at this live stuff. I'm so used to editing out, doing a million takes and then editing the perfect one in. Just people think that I can do it perfectly every time, but there's no way. I do 10 takes, 15 takes, and just to get the perfect thing.
Oh yeah, I know it.
Well, live talking thing is totally bad for me, but we should. I don't know. We should do another one someday. But I like your idea of getting different people, different electric riders, and talking to them and seeing their experience and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
So maybe next time or sometime we can invite some other. They had just a few first miles on the electric and telling his experience on that, how they figured out charging cards and all this stuff. You know, you have no, when you start to go electric, you have no clue. You have really no clue. And yeah, give them some tips and tricks how to go electric. That would be amazing. I think that's the value for the people who are watching. Yeah. Totally. Okay. Hey, so last words. That's, I think. Hey, thank you for this. You taking time.
Oh yeah, no problem. Thanks for shooting this video.
Yeah, cool. And I hope the people are satisfied and excited and click the subscribe button here. Also on Sam's channel. Yeah, it's a must for everyone. So, and yeah, send us some comments and whatever you want to know. We will answer almost anything. Okay, not the stupid questions, but literally every question you have about electric. Forward this to us just in the comments, Sam's channel, my channel, whatever. And yeah, we will give you a proper answer on that. Would be amazing. And so far, hey, thank you also for joining. And yeah, let's say ride fast, charge faster, like always.
The connection has been lost. All of the online networks are down. Violent technology has been successfully implemented. The new era has begun. Systems operating properly. Gate number 6 is being opened. All the weapons are locked and loaded. Dystopia 2077 is starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get